Krishna jinka naam hai, Gokula jinka dham hai, Aise Shri Bhagavan ko mere padam pranam hai, Yashoda jinka maiya hai, Nanda jiva paiya hai, Aise Shri Gopala ko mere padam pranam hai, Radha jinki jaya hai, Adbhuta jinka maya hai, Aise Shri Jnana Shama ko mere pranam hai, Luta luta dadi makana kayo, Gwala bala sangati charayo, Aise lila dhamma ko mere pranam hai, Jupada sita ko raja pachayo, Raha se gaja ko panda chudayo, Aise kripa dhamma ko mere pranam hai, Guru Pandava ko yudha machayo, Arjuna ko upadesha sunayo, Aise dinanatha ko mere bhajare. Hey! Govinda Gopala Hare, bhajare. Hey! Govinda Gopala Hare, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Gopala, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Hari, Radha Bihari, Radha Damodara, oh Radha Giridhari, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gopi Ballabha, Radha Kunja Bihari, Radha Landanishwara, Radha Vita Girihari, Radha Nila Manava, Radha Parthasarthi, Radha Radhanatha, Radha Ramana, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Rukmini Dwarkadish, Kishore Kishori, Radha Govinda, Radha Karati, Bhajare. Bhajare. Govinda Gopala Hare,
going to do the Mangalacharana in Sri Caitanya Charitamrita. You can follow along. If you can't read yet, just listen. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isha Vatarakan Tat Prakasham Sachat Shakti Kṛṣṇa Caitanya Samyakam Vande Shri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya Nityananda Sahodito Gaudodai Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamodudao Yadadvetam Brahmopanishadi Tarapyasya Tanubha Yadmantaryami Purusha Iti Sosham Shavibhavaha Shadaishvaharyai Punau Yahya Bhagavan Saswayamayam The Caitanya Kṛṣṇa Jagati Paratattvam Paramiha Anarpita Charim Chirat Karuna Yavatirna Kalau Samarpayitu Munato Jvarasam Sabhakti Shriyam Hare Purata Sundara Dhyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha Sada Hridaya Kandare Spuratuva Shachinandana Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Shakti Rasmat Ekat Manav Api Bhuvi Pura Deha Bedam Katautau Chaitanyakyam Prakadam Aduna Tadtvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Nami Krishna Sarupam Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Svadyo Yena Bhuta Madarima Kidrisho Vamaniyaha Saukyam Chasya Mad Anubhavata Kidrisham Veti Lobhad Tad Bhavadya Samajani Shachigarbha Sindau Harindu Sankarshana Karanato Vashayi Garbhodashayi Chapayobdishayi Sheshascha Yasyam Shakalasa Nitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu Mayatite Vyapi Vaikunta Loke Urnaishvarye Shri Chaturvyuhamadye Rupam Yasyodbhati Sankarsanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Maya Bharta Janda Sangashrayanga Chaite Sakshat Karadam Bodhi Madhye Yasyaikam Shashi Puman Adi Devas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Yasyam Shamsha Srila Garbhodashaye Yanabhyabjam Loka Sangata Nalam Loka Shrastu Sutika Dhamma Datus Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Yasyam Shamsha Paratma Kilanam Poshra Vishnur Bhati Dugdhabdishaye Shauni Bharta Yet Kalasopyanantas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Maya Yaya Srajatyada Tasya Vatara Evayam Advaita Charya Ishvara Advaitam Harina Dvaitad Acharyam Bhakti Shamshanad Bhaktavataram Isham Tam Advaita Charyam Ashraye Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarva Swapadambo Jau Radha Madana Mohana Divya Vrindaranya Kalpa Dharmadha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanastau Shrimad Radha Shila Govinda Deva Vishtali Bhisevya Manusmadami Sriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamshivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Swaner Gopir Gopinatha Shri Eshtinaha Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda 18 Thakur Gaurayaki Karyachina Atmasad 18 Era Charan Vandon Tine Morana Grantera Arambe Kari Mangala Charana Guru Vaishna Bhagavan Tine Rasvarana Tine Rasmarane Vigna Vinashana Anayase Hai Nicha Vanchita Purana. Now we're going to recite in English the translations to Queen Kunti's prayers. And we'll do it to the backdrop of Hamsadwani. What do you think? That's pretty. Yeah, that's good. Let's try the English. Do, do, do. Hari Hari. We have an English translation, right? Okay. Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama. Okay, we'll read together. Srimati Kunti said, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you, because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You're existing both within and without everything, yet you're invisible to all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternal, irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. How then can we women know you perfectly? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd men of Vrindavan, and the enlivener of the cows and the senses. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My respectful obeisances are unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with the lotuses. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O Rishikesh, Master of the senses and Lord of lords, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My dear Krishna, your Lordship has protected us from a poisoned cake, from a great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from the battle where great generals fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. It means we'll no longer see the rebirths and deaths. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We'll read two this time. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. My obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, therefore you are the most gentle and are the master, the most. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My Lord, I consider your Lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller, without beginning and end, the all-pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissensions between living beings are due to social intercourse. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and so misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Of course, it is bewildering, O soul of the universe, that you work, though you are inactive, and that you take birth, though you are the vital force of the unborn. You yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages, and aquatics. Verily, this is bewildering. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Some say that the unborn is born for the glorification of pious kings, and others say that he is born to please King Yadu, one of your dearest devotees. As sandalwood appears in the Malaya hills. Others say that since both Vasudeva and Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly you are unborn, yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Make that little demarcation. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Others say that the world, being overburdened like a boat at sea, is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble. And yet others say that you appeared for the sake of rejuvenating the devotional service of hearing, remembering, worshipping, and so on, in order that the conditioned souls suffering from material pangs might take advantage and gain liberation. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities, or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. Are you leaving us today, though we are completely dependent on your mercy and have no one else to protect us? Now and all kings are at enmity with you. Hare Krishna. As the name and fame of a particular body is finished with the disappearance of the living spirit, similarly, if you do not look upon us, all our fame and activities, along with the Pandavas and Yadus, will end at once. O Gadadhar, Krishna, our kingdom is now being marked by the impressions of your feet. and therefore it appears beautiful. But when you leave, it will no longer be so. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All these cities and villages are flourishing in all respects because the herbs, the grains are in abundance, the trees are full of fruits, the rivers are flowing, the hills are full of minerals, and the oceans full of wealth. All this is due to your glancing over them. O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of the form of the universe, please, therefore, sever my tie of affection from my kinsmen, the Pandavas and the Vrishnis. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn unto you without being diverted to anyone else. O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vrishni, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of the transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer my respectful obeisance. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sutta Goswami said, the Lord, thus hearing the prayers of Kunti Devi, composed in choice words for his glorification, mildly smiled. That smile was as enchanting as Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Premanande. Can you feel it? You feel what's coming next? How can you feel it? You saw the verse? Tell what it's about. Gita Priya, talk about the verse. And why this verse is important and why Rath Yatra is a feeling festival. If you need to, you can collaborate.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. This verse speaks about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was explaining his feelings in front of the Rath Yatra cart, and it can be perceived in a different. It's perceived as a mode of separation, and a lot of people were confused about this verse. So the other verse that we sing explains this verse. And
It's the other way around. But you got it right, except for in the wrong direction.
Sorry.
This is the verse that Rupa Goswami wrote. You can tell because he's talking about Murali Panchamajushe and Kalindi Pulina Vipinaya Sprihayati. So you got it right. Say more though. If you know more, say more about the whole. You're doing really well. Separation, the verse.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's verse, the reason why it was so controversial because it was like a Bollywood song, and everyone was confused because they didn't know how to take it because Mahaprabhu was such a exalted personality. So that's why Rupa Goswami had to make a follow-up verse, which is this verse, and he explains the emotions. I think it has something to do with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embracing. I think he was in the mode of separation from Radharani, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And
or Radharani's in separation from Krishna.
Separation from Krishna.
Yeah.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling those feelings, and
He was in the mood of Srimati Radharani.
yes. And so
Quote a verse from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Mangalacharna that tells something about that. Anything close to that? How about Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shakti?
Rasmad Eka Mana Bapi Buri Buva Deha Begam Gatauto Chaitanyakya Patanutanubhavta Kitam Makam Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam.
Okay, now someone from this side say more about Kurukshetra and chapter 82 of the Bhagavatam and what the verse means. Okay, go ahead, Shastra Sarprada. We're leading up to Rath Yatra. These verses are key to understanding the mood of Rath Yatra and what it is.
Hare Krishna. The Vrajvasis experienced extreme separation from Krishna because Krishna, even though he wanted to visit Vraj, he could not because demons would follow him and that would put the Vrajvasis in danger. So, finally, after such a long time, the Vrajvasis finally got to see Krishna. And Nanda Maharaj and everyone was able to meet Krishna. However, the gopis and Srimati Radharani were not able to openly meet Krishna because they're not married. So social, and Krishna is now the king. So there's no society is completely stopping them. So Srimati Radharani has this mood of, I see Krishna in front of me, but it's not like we're actually meeting. So this is the mood in which, so what happens is then Krishna, he comes and he tells them, just keep your mind on me, just meditate on me, and that way I'm always with you, which is ironic because they're only thinking of Krishna, so they're anyways already thinking of Krishna, so. And it's also because Krishna's and the gopis, they say, oh, lotus-naveled Lord, we're just ordinary people. We have our household lives. And this is very clearly sarcastic because during the Ras Leela pastimes, Krishna says, how could I ever repay you? Because you all broke the shackles of family life and you came running after me. Because the gopis were not married to Krishna. They ran away from their husbands and their family life just because they love Krishna. So now they're sarcastically telling Krishna, oh yeah, we are attached to our family life, we have our family life. So it's an extreme sarcasm they're speaking to Krishna. And it's out of an extreme feeling of separation, even though they are physically in close proximity to one another.
Anami, if you know more, say more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
So as Shastra Sar was saying, the Chaitanya how this pastime correlates to Rath Yatra is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has the mood of Radharani, and the Jagannath is pretending as Krishna. And whenever the Rath Yatra cart stops, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always has this feeling that, oh, I'm in separation from Krishna. And so in this verse he says, Priya soyam Krishna, sachari Kurukshetra mezas. So this is my dear Krishna. So when he's stopping, he sees the Jagannath deity and he says, oh, this is my Krishna. And Sahachari Kurukshetra Militas. And I'm meeting him with all of my, and he has this mood that I'm in Kurukshetra, but although he's in Jagannath Puri and he's in the Rath Yatra, he's thinking that he's in, that he or like Radharani is in Kurukshetra and he's meeting Krishna, or she's meeting Krishna. And so he's like, I'm meeting Krishna with all my other gopis in Kurukshetra. And Tataham Sarada, I'm that same Radha, and Tad Idam Uvayor Sangam Sukham. And like I'm meeting Krishna and it's really nice, like sukham, I'm feeling great happiness. But tatapya, it's like still, anta kelan madhura murali panchamurushe. She's saying like even though I'm feeling a great happiness, I'm still thinking of the times when Krishna used to play his flute, and I still remember those times. And mano me kalindi pulina vipinaya sprayayati. That my mind always races to that place where we used to have our pastimes in Vrindavan. So he's just remembering that pastime, and he's acting in the Rath Yatra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he has the mood of Radharani, and he's talking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So yeah.
Okay, let's sing it. Just a note on how to sing this in the tune that we do. For Kshetra, you have to hold it's long anyway, but you have to hold it extra long to make the rhythm fit. And the last line, you have to hold the long A and Vipinaya, at least two beats, 2 full beats. Okay? Okay. Priya soyam Krishna sahachari guru kshetra militas aham saradha tadidam uvayo sangama sukam say more about this next verse. Sadhu. Mm-hmm.
This is the verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in front of the Rath Yatra cart. It's the mundane love song, and it's a conversation between two lovers. And the last line says, I think it says, I can't wait to go back to the days where we were near the Reva River. Yeah, so, and then the last line of the verse before that says, I can't wait till we go back to the days where we were together next to the Yamuna River. So, and then Rupa Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings this, and then nobody can understand why he's singing this except Rupa Goswami and Sarup Damodar Goswami. And so I think when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Rupa Goswami wrote it down in a postcard and he kept it on his roof, and then I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he found the postcard, and then he read the verse and he hugged Rupa Goswami and he said that, oh, only you can understand. You understood what was inside my heart. So.
Who can say, considering the last thing that Sadhu said, a verse that we say regularly before every class, that it explains why Rupa Goswami was able to understand and write the verse. Sing it for us.
Shri Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantika. Rupa Goswami was somebody who had Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. So he knew the mind of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so in that verse that we sing every time before class starts, it says it right there. So
Yes? Who can say more about that? Okay, go ahead.
It's just a thought I had, in the sense that this person, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale, that thing that was extremely dear to the mind, completely dear to the mind of Mahaprabhu, this person established it on the earth. And I was thinking of the first chapter of Antya Leela, when there's pastime of when Mahaprabhu finds the verse and he, out of love, he slaps Rupa Goswami saying, "How did you know?" And when Swarup Damodar Goswami sees the verse, his conclusion is that someone can only write verses like this if they have received the greatest extent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And once again, even at the end of the chapter, after hearing his verses, Rai Ramananda says, "Oh, you must be, this is quite something, because you must be the great recipient of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy." And Rupa Goswami then follows on saying that I'm not writing any of the verses. It's only any verses I write is only Mahaprabhu just writing through me.
We're panning for gold to try to get the gold nuggets. If we can discuss and hear it.
I don't remember the exact verse, but in the beginning of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami is praising Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and saying that it's only because of his mercy and Sanatana Goswami's mercy that I'm able to write anything at all. So I'm just remembering that from Shastra.
Very nice. Well done. Okay, let's sing it. Yako Maraharasa Eva Hivaras Ta Eva Chaitra Shapas Teko Milita Malati Surabaya Roda Kadambanila Sa Chaiva Smita Tapitatra Sudata Vyapara Lila Vido Reva Rasi Vera Sitarutale Cheta Samutkantate Reva Rasi Vera Sitarutale Cheta Samutkantate. Get ready, everyone. Now we're going to sing the verse that comes at the end of. Okay, here we go. Kadachit Ditata Vipina Sangi Takaravo Muda Birinariva Nakamala Swadamadupa Jagannathashtakam punyam yapatet payata suchi sarvapapa Vishnu lokam sagachati. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Go Premanande, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare. For old time's sake, we got to win one for the Gipper here. Come on. Barhar Pidam. You ready? Try to keep it together when you read this, when you sing this song. You might go to pieces. Mightn't you? Could happen. Here we go. Baravira karnikaram Bibradvasa Kanatakapisham Vaijayantim Shamalam Randran Venor Adhara Sudaya Punayan Kopa Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Bhavisha Gita Kirti Tava Katsamritam Sapta Jivanam Sadibiritam Kalmashapaham Javanamangalam Srimadakratam Guviganantiye Puridajana Krishna Kirtana Thank you. What's the next one? That goes to Brahma Samhita. Go next one. What's the last verse? What? The Kaival Yandanakayate was the last verse? But what about these verses? Go back to the one after Kaival Yandanakayate. Next one. Asammaho charanarindujasham. Asammaho charanarindujasham mahamsam. Vrindavane kimapi gulmadakaushadinam. Yadustya jam svajanamaya patham chahitva. Ejur mukunda padavim shruti vivinyam. Evam ruvana viduha. Evam ruvana vihatva brisham. Vrajasriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa. Vijayajam Guru Gosma Suswaram. Govinda Damodaramahadaveti. There's another tune. The Govinda. What's the other tune? Govinda Damodaramahadaveti. We'll get it next time. Now we have time for some sharing of realizations. We're spiritual souls, right? Say yes. If you didn't say yes, we'll have to test you for AI robot. And then we're also in a human body. We're walking around seeing stuff, but we're hearing to gain context of what's going on in life. So then we're smart because we're humans and we're souls. So we have realizations. So sharing means caring. Yes, Prabhu, please share.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
This was my first time attending the evening program. And, you know, I have a massive FOMO, and I and I want to attend every single one next time on.
Haribo!
Thank you.
We should make a bumper sticker that says, "No mo FOMO. Come to ISV." No mo FOMO. Okay. Share. 3, 2, 1, share. Yeah, we all want to hear it. This is Guya Makyati Prachiti. How's it going? What's going well? What's tripping you up? Yes, Arjuna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So I was thinking about this earlier during your lecture. When you were reading the purport, there was a section that was highlighting all the different senses that we have. And I was thinking that it's fascinating that we have so many senses working together, and yet we have without our intelligence and without more higher authority, we can't actually understand Krishna. Mm-hmm. So I was reflecting on the importance of having spiritual authority, and that can be in the form of guru or shastra. So I was just feeling thankful to all my mentors and teachers.
Quote a verse from Prahlad's prayers that expresses that same feeling. Evam janam nipatitam pravavahi kupe kama bikama manuyam prapatam prasangat kritvat masat shurashina bhagavan grihito soham katam nuvishrideta vabritya sevam. Nice realization, thank you. Okay, sharing means caring. What are you going through? What's happening? What are you thinking? Here we got Sadhu over here.
Marge, yesterday you were talking about, in the class you were talking about how it's important to serve Vaishnavas. So I remember this a story that I heard once. It was about a Sri Vaishnava devotee named Kanchipurna. And there's a city named after him actually, Kanchipuram. But he would go and fan Varadaraj every day. And his relationship with Varadaraj was so intimate that Varadaraj would actually speak with him. And so once, I think there was a brahmachari who asked Kanchipurna to ask the Lord when he would go back to Godhead. So Kanchipurna went and asked the Lord, and the Lord said the brahmachari will go back in this lifetime. And then Kanchipurna asked, "What about me? Will I go back in this lifetime?" And the Lord was like, "No, you will not go back to you will not go back to me in this lifetime." And Kanchipurna asked why, and the Lord said that it's because you're only serving me; you're not serving the Vaishnavas. So, and then after that, he went and he served Vaishnava. He served a Vaishnava until he was a very famous person, so he had to disguise himself. I forgot who he served, but yeah, so he disguised himself, and then he served that Vaishnava until he was found out, and then he went back to the Lord, and the Lord said, "Yeah, now you will go back to Godhead." But I have a question. So, as a human being, our mentality generally is to enjoy the material world. So, how do you develop that humility to actually, serve a Vaishnava?
We have to understand what real enjoyment is. Actually, there's no enjoyment in the material world. Krishna says, Yehi samsparshaja bhokha dukkha yonaya evate adyantavanta konteya nateshu ramate buddha. Material enjoyment, the phrase, is a misnomer, because there is no happiness in the material world. Or, if there is, says the poet Jayadev, it's like if you're in the desert and you're so thirsty, you're about to expire, and then someone comes and says, "I'll give you water." And then they pull out an eyedropper, and they give you one drop. It's not enough. Kutrashi sha shuti sukam mrigatrishni rupa. It's just a mirage in the desert, the kind of happiness. So realizing that the real happiness comes from Naivatmana prabhoriram nijalabha purno manam janada vidusat karano vranite yat yajjane pakavate viditita kaman tachchatmane pratimukasya yata mukashri. That when you give, you serve the Lord, then you naturally become satisfied. Everyone has the formula wrong in the material world. Only the conditioned souls have it wrong. They got it backwards. They're, as described in the Bhagavatam, it says, Bhayam dviti abhinibesha tasyad ishad apetasya viparyosmriti. Somehow they got turned around wrong direction. Apetasya. Viparyosmriti, and their intelligence got messed up. So, if we understand how kind Krishna is and how there's no happiness really in the material world, then we'll naturally feel that our real true interest is in serving. As far as being humble, humble means seeing reality, because we're helpless. It's not a far stretch. If we are in a near accident, if you've ever been in a situation where somebody screamed at you because you did the wrong thing, or you're in the middle of singing Guru Puja at a big festival and all of a sudden you forgot the line. I could go on, but human beings go through all kinds of things, and then suddenly we think, well, I don't know anything and I'm so helpless. And Queen Kunti says that if you can come to that point of akinchana, realize the fact that I actually am just fully dependent, like Arjuna was saying, on the intelligence Krishna's giving me. I don't have anything. then you can just be humble and serve the Vaishnavas. Say, I'm a mercy case. And Prabhupada, I've recounted when we were in his room in San Francisco, and one of my godbrothers said to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, it's all your mercy. And he slapped the table and he said, it is not. He said, it is all the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. Okay, a couple more. Yes. We got a note, probably, is it from Nirkula? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, here we go. We got some entertainment for you now. Take it away. Is it, you're going to show? Okay. We have a new program we're presenting here at ISV from now on. Okay, so you can show it, and somebody has to grade how we did. You give a commentary on these, because it's the first time, so give commentary.
All right, so in order to encourage everyone to help out in keeping our temple clean, we are trying to glorify our heroes, our kitchen heroes, our shoe rack heroes, our bathroom heroes, our floor heroes, everyone in the temple who helps and serves. And so we want to show what it's like before they come, what it's like while they're doing it, and what it's like after. And so as you can see, these first pictures over here, this is the situation at around 3:30 p.m. today. That's Ramana. That's Ramana inside. You can see the stains. You can see all the oil and the pot being dirty. There's a lot of trash. The mixer's dirty as well. You can see all the boxes that are just laying there. Everything's just dumped in the cleaning room. And if we can go back. There you go. Now you see a clean pot at the end.
Haribo!
And these are some of our heroes today. And you can see how clean it is. That's empty now. There's no more boxes. These were all the shoes that were lying. Prabhus were helping put them back up. Now the shoe rack is clean. The floor is empty. They're organizing the different spices. All the pots are nicely stacked. And they're all in an assembly line cleaning the pots and drying them and putting them back. And this is what they have left. And this is Prabhu saying, this is what I made. And these are all our bathroom warriors over here. And this is Mataji sweeping the floor outside.
There's so many other devotees that we weren't able to capture, and many of you see them while you're going around the temple. So with this, we're trying to encourage everybody to participate in keeping our temple cleaner and make sure that we leave our visitors with a good impression, so that at any moment when they come inside, they feel like they're entering Vaikuntha, not a warehouse. So, so we will release some forms and stuff for sign-ups for our kitchen. We have different teams that we're trying to brainstorm to build, and those teams we want to make them permanent. So everybody will know about them. Everybody can go and help, and that way we're able to keep our temple clean regularly. So please keep yourself on the lookout.
Have you ever voted and then you get a little sticker that says I voted? I think that we should have I cleaned, or I cleaned a pot, or something like that. Anybody who goes in the kitchen and cleans or does anything to clean the temple, we should give them a little sticker on so we see everyone walking around who participated. Does that sound okay? And then there's an index. Let's see the shoe rack again. Okay, go back. Bad. Now show good. Good. Go back to bad. Bad. Go back to good. Good. Work with me. Go back. Bad. Good. Bad. Good. Bad. Good. Bad. good, bad, good, bad, good. So we should have this natural feeling that everything should be perfectly lined up. It's not fanaticism, it's Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Every part of the temple should be shiny. And I've ordered a pair of white gloves, and I'm going to come in and help reveal any of the places so that we can become aware of it. The more we're aware of where we can clean in the temple, and the more we all take responsibility for cleaning everything and going in the kitchen and getting our sticker and being heroic, then the happier we'll be. Manual labor. Maharaj Prataparu just swept the road in front of Lord Jagannath, and he was the one who could see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in all the different parties because Lord Chaitanya gave him special mercy. Special mercy I saw at San Francisco in Jayananda Prabhu one time when we went up to Prabhupada's room, and there were a lot of big managers and sannyasis and everyone had crowded in, and everyone else was pushed out of the way, and Jayananda came in with his jeans on, and he had a t-shirt that was soiled from cleaning, and he was way in the back, but the person that Prabhupada noticed was Jayananda, because he knew he was out there doing manual labor. So we're going to go on a campaign, make the shoe rack. Yeah. Make the shoe rack and not, and it's not any one person's responsibility. When you put your shoes in, put it nicely in the rack, and I think we'll go around the whole movement and start a campaign. Take a picture of the shoe rack. Thank you very much for your due diligence for the National Geographic tour of our temple. I think it's very helpful. We're all going to, or some are going to Rath Yatra at the end of the week. We have some engagement down there. We've been given more engagement. We get to chant in front of Subhadra's cart at the beginning, and we're going to finish the parade in front of Lord Jagannath's cart. Yeah. And they gave us a slot for the Kirtan Mela. We're getting the band back together down there, and that's going to be at 4:30 on Saturday. Haribol. And is everybody ready for the seva down there? Okay. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha, if you so desire, please instill in our hearts the penchant for being revolutionarily clean here at ISV. We pray to your lordships that you may empower us to have the cleanest temple on the planet. And that there will be no speck of dust left behind anywhere in the temple. And all clutter will be eliminated, surpassed, and smashed. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer in whole or in part. Please unmute and say Hare Krishna. Vanchkalpadribhishya kripa sindhubhyo vijapatitanam vanjibhyo vaishnavibhyo.